Sunlight bathes the valley as the river Valora snakes through the serene landscape. A majestic oak stands sentinel over the valley, its branches reaching for the heavens. Across the river, reeds sway gently, whispering secrets in the breeze. Sunlight drenches the riverbank in golden green. The oak tree casts a long shadow across the water. How pitiful you look, bending and bowing with every breeze. You call that living? We do not bend from fear, mighty oak. We bend because we know the wind, and we let it pass through us. Trust? I do not need to trust the wind. I master it. Under the cover of night, a fierce storm unleashes its fury upon the valley. The ancient oak tree groans and strains, its branches whipping violently in the gale. The reeds bend low, surrendering to the tempestuous winds that sweep across the land. The river swells ominously, its waters surging and threatening to breach its banks. Dawn breaks over the valley, the sun's golden light revealing the storm's devastating aftermath. The mighty oak lies shattered, a symbol of nature's raw power, while the reeds sway resiliently. Elder observes the fallen oak, a silent acknowledgement of nature's profound wisdom. In the valley, the river reflects the sky as the birds sing their song. The oak sapling declares, "Look at them, bending to every whim of the wind. I will stand firm." The reeds whisper in response, "We bend, so we do not break." Winter's icy grip chokes the valley. The river glimmers with frost, and the mighty oak stands tall, a testament to enduring strength. They are gone, weaklings. Yet, unseen, the reeds lie bowed beneath the snow, their roots stubbornly clinging to life. An ominous darkness descends upon the valley as the evening unfolds, stretching long shadows across the ground. A flurry of frantic activity disrupts the valley's calm as animals grow restless, sensing the impending change. The river's current quickens, swirling with newfound energy as the valley prepares for a change. The ancient oak stands tall, its leaves rustling anxiously as it senses the shift in the wind. The valley is consumed by a furious storm. Wind howls like a banshee, and rain lashes down in relentless sheets. The ancient oak strains against the wind's assault, roots digging deeper into the earth. The oak shouts defiantly, "I will not yield!" A deafening groan echoes as the oak's trunk cracks under the immense pressure. It splits and falls, uprooted and defeated. The reeds sway back, unharmed, as the storm begins to subside. Dawn breaks over the valley, where the storm's wrath lingers in the form of a fallen oak. The river flows calmly, reflecting the serenity of the sky. The reeds stand tall, whispering secrets to the wind as they sway in the gentle morning breeze. Elder Reed surveys the scene, a quiet acknowledgement. We bent, and we survived. Elder Reed sits serenely by the riverbank, his weathered face turned towards a young bird, Jet. "Yes," the elder replies gently, "but only if one understands the cost. The wind is not an enemy, it is a force of the world. To try to master it is to believe one can rule the sky." Jet perches atop the fallen oak, overlooking the valley, his gaze drawn to the swaying reeds. He finds clarity in the reeds' resilience, understanding that their strength lies not in grandeur, but in their ability to adapt and endure. In that moment of profound insight, Jet begins to compose his own song. From the decaying roots of a fallen oak, a small sapling emerges, reaching for the sunlight. Elder Reed visits the riverbank near the sapling, his weathered face reflecting the passage of time. "May you remember the lessons your father never learned?" The sapling sways silently, as if listening intently to the elder's solemn words. Reeds sway gently, whispering calming messages to the soil in the riverbank. A great flood surges from melting snow, the river violently rising. The reeds bow to the current, whispering calmly. A sapling bends and does not break. The valley is devastated after the storm. Branches are scattered, the river flows muddy, and the distant great oak lies fallen. Yet, amidst the desolation, the reeds stand tall, battered but unbroken, shimmering with dew. Beneath the open sky, the animals gather in solemn assembly around the fallen oak, each creature bearing silent witness. The exposed roots of the oak twist like the bones of a forgotten giant, a testament to time and loss. A hush falls over the gathering as the narrator's words echo, "No one speaks, but all feel the truth. Strength without wisdom has failed." Amidst the swaying reeds, the young rabbits gather, their noses twitching to the rhythm of nature's orchestra. Jet asks, "Why did the oak fall?" Elder Reed sways his face, a map of time and wisdom. "Because he tried to fight what could not be fought." He continues, "He believed bending was defeat, when truly it was wisdom." Jet, youthful and intense, questions, "But wasn't it honorable to stand?" Years have passed. Moss covers the fallen oak, and wildflowers emerge from its bark. A young sapling grows near the fallen oak, a testament to nature's resilience. Across the river, reeds dance in the wind, echoing the enduring rhythm of life. Elder Reed sits serenely by the riverbank, his weathered face turned towards a young bird, Jet. Yes, the elder replies gently, but only if one understands the cost. The wind is not an enemy, it is a force of the world. To try to master it is to believe one can rule the sky. Jet perches atop the fallen oak, overlooking the valley, his gaze drawn to the swaying reeds. He finds clarity in the reeds' resilience, understanding that their strength lies not in grandeur, but in their ability to adapt and endure. In that moment of profound insight, Jet begins to compose his own song. From the decaying roots of a fallen oak, a small sapling emerges, reaching for the sunlight. Elder Reed visits the riverbank near the sapling, his weathered face reflecting the passage of time. May you remember the lessons your father never learned? The sapling sways silently, as if listening intently to the elder's solemn words. Reeds sway gently, whispering calming messages to the soil in the riverbank. A great flood surges from melting snow, the river violently rising. The reeds bow to the current, whispering calmly. A sapling bends and does not break. The towering oak stands defiant in the valley of Valora, unyielding against the howling wind. The reeds whisper secrets to the wind, bending low in silent surrender. Jet's voice rises above the storm. I will not yield. I am the strongest here. Years later, a storm unleashes its fury upon the valley of Valora. The ancient oak, defiant to the last, splits and collapses. But the reeds, bending gracefully, weather the tempest unscathed. Frill observes, see? It is not weakness to bend, but wisdom. Years later, a sapling thrives where the mighty oak once stood, now whispered about as the listening oak. Animals gather, drawn to the sapling, sensing its connection to the wind and the reeds. Echoing through the valley, Loom's words resonate. Strength is found not in defiance, but in understanding. A devastating drought scorches the valley of Valora, leaving the riverbed dry and the marsh a fractured wasteland. The reeds huddle together, seeking solace from the unrelenting heat, while the ancient listening oak generously offers its shade. Diverse animals tirelessly carry water from dwindling springs, their unity a testament to the valley's resilience. The rains fall, reviving the valley of Valora, filling the air with quiet rejoicing. Travelers seek solace, resting on the mossy trunk of the old oak. The descendants of Jet sing softly, their voices weaving through the valley. It is not only the tall who are mighty, nor the small who are weak. For it is in knowing when to bend and when to stand that true wisdom takes root.